It's now my pleasure to introduce our second keynote address, and this is going to be by Mr. RONG Yonglin. He is the chairman of the board of directors of Tongfang Company Limited. He's also the chairman and CEO of Tsinghua University Enterprise Group. Now, there's something called the Haidian District in Beijing, which many of you will be familiar with. Their close links with Tsinghua University makes them the premier, in fact, known often as the Silicon Valley of China. So it's a real pleasure to have Mr. Rong here to give us his thoughts about a terrific partnership between a university and industry and innovation. So welcome, Mr. Rong.
Respectful Dean Andrew and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about Chinese innovation. Talking about Chinese innovation, you cannot use the same kind of method to access the economy growth. In terms of this innovation, there's a lot we Chinese people can learn from the West. That's one of the important things that we normally concentrate on when we come to the West. We got two the different types of innovation. One is a fundamental innovation, includes you got to find out a new phenomenon, a new methodology, etc. And in this field, the Western advanced countries are way ahead of us. It's a good example. They have invented the electric wave, invented radio sync, etc. This innovation has been brought many benefits to human beings. In this field, the British scientists have actually contributed greatly to the human being, like Darwin and Watt, and they have made great contribution to the revolution in the world. We still remember them. We still memorize them, their great names and their great achievements. Apart from scientists, we also have very famous philosophers like Pagan. He has taught people how to view this world. Even at primary school, students in China have learned the name of Pagan. This is the first category innovation. The second innovation, we call it practical, implementable innovation. It means we put that into practice to decrease the efficiency, productivity, and to improve humans' quality of life. For example, we can build the power generation from the atom, etc. Talking about China now, we had a very old civilization, and then sadly we lag behind. And then for the last 30 years or so, and after the reform started, we have achieved a lot. But the UK have already have a few hundred years history after the Industrial Revolution. But for us, it was mere 30 years. So in terms of the first type of innovation, the fundamental innovation, there is a big gap between us
原因大概有
and
这么几个。
the West. The reasons
第一
are
个就
as
是中
follows.
国的经济基础相对
The
薄弱，
the economic foundation is
中国已经成为
comparatively
世
weak
界
in
上第二
China.
大经济体，
Although we are the second
但是
biggest
从
economy
2011年
in the whole world,
各个渠道
嗯
所得到的 GDP 的消息，
and from what we have gathered from all the sectors, the
大概
GDP at the
只是
capita per
英
head
国的1/10，
is only 1/10 of that in the UK and 1/8 of that of the USA.
许多基础性的创新
Many fundamental innovation
资金投入的，
has to be its dependency have dependency of huge investment. For example,
英国包括中国也参加了
in
粒
the
子对撞机，
UK, we also participate in your
全
project
世界人民
of
都在期待的。
a very advanced scientific
这个事
project.
情绝对不是一个经济相对薄弱，
It's a
特别是
molecule
人均 GDP
kind of
比较少的国
project.
家能够独立承担的。
So this is not something that we can do solely on our own. We work together with other countries.
非常短缺，因为人是创新的主体。中国的教育在漫长的历史时期里边，只是局限于向学生传授已经发现的知识。
In China, for a long period of time, the teachers and professors, they only feed the students with the knowledge.
发现新的知识，
And
并且拿这些
now we
新的知识
encourage the students to learn something new, to innovate.
最近几十年的时间，而发达国家不是，
In advanced countries,
他们的学
as I
校
said,
已经
you've
几百年
started
存在了几百年，
and actually
他们已经
a few
很早
hundred
成为
years
一个
ago,
研究性的
you already started
大学本身就变成
the
一个
innovation,
创新的源泉。
and university very often is the source of innovation. The graduates from your university and colleges are far innovative than those students in China.
和足够的创新平台，
Additionally,
这也是
we
影响中国创
we
新
are
的一个
lacking
非常重要
of
的因素。
the innovation
因
platform
为基
which
础打
have
不好，
which has a reverse
见不成高。
impact on our innovation.
在科学界的很多
In
诺
China
贝尔奖的得主，
There are many
他们
Nobel
是在
Prize
前面已
winners.
经建好的楼梯上
They
跨
already
上了新
stand
的一步，
actually
尽管这一
solid
步
on
非常
top
的
of
伟大
foundation.
非常的
The
艰苦，
top, may I say, the top of the stairs.
它只是继承了前面打下
Though
的基础。
they inherit
第四个问题是，在
from
中国
the achievements and foundations built up for the from the previous scientists
不成熟，资源的利用
in China.
还不够。
We do not make the most sort of efficient use of
我的结
our
论是，
existing
尽管中国的
resources.
经济持续
Therefore,
发
may
展
I conclude that although the
研究
China
机构
economy is
大学和企
is
业的
growing
创新
continuously,
发展的
the
非常迅猛，
innovation
但是跟发达国家仍然有很大的差距，
we still have a gap.
而且这种差距不仅仅体现在
Innovation,
科技水平
we need to
也包括产品的设计、
do more
新的
work.
经营管理
And
理
this
念和
also
组织
include the product
品牌
design,
战
a
略
new concept, a new
人才的培
brand
养
strategy, and education,
但是
etc.
可以看到并且令人鼓舞的是，
But what is encouraging is that what we have seen so far in China, in some sectors, in the practical
国际水平，
innovation field,
比如说
we are actually
与
getting
宇
closer
宙探索、
to the
生
that
命
in the
科学
world.
与医学、
For example, life,
核
medicine,
能和核应用技术、
atom
节
power,
能与环境治理等等。
and
我认
energy
为
saving
在这些应用
and
创新方面
environment
我们在逐步缩小
treatment, etc. In these fields, the gap between China and the rest of the
最后
world
简要
is
地介绍一
narrowing.
下清华
Last
东
of
方
all,
这个公司。
I would like to introduce
这个
my
公司
my
是
company.
清华大学控股的
This
一家高科
company
技公司。
Tsinghua University is the holding
主要发展动力
shareholder of our
是创新。
company. The motivation
它的主要模
of
式
the
是，
company is indeed
因为我们是一家公
innovation.
司，
As a
我们
company,
在市场能够比较准确地了解
we can
我们的产品和技术
know
下一步的发展趋向。
the future trend of our science and technology.
新的技术，
There are many new
现在方兴未艾
technology,
的互联网、
for example,
LED
the
照明、
internet,
节能技
LDV,
术等等，
and energy
我们已
saving
经布局了3到
technology.
7年。
We have dedicated
那么这些
3
成果，
to
这些技术
7
发明
years
的
on these
技
new
术创新的
technologies.
方向，我们又通过跟清华大学的紧密合作，
Then, through
以清华
our
大学
very
作为我们的
close up
虚拟
cooperation
研究
with
院，
Tsinghua University, we
进行
have this
开发，
immutation
很快走向市场。
institute, and
所以
hopefully
清华
in
同
the
方
very
的
near
产
future,
品以及这
we
些
can
产
step
品和
up
技术的规模，
our
在好几个领域
work in this
是中
field.
国规模最大、最新的。正是由于这样，清华同方成立以来15
Because
年，
of our relationship with Tsinghua
规
University,
模和经济效益
our scale
以年均
and our
20%到
efficiency
30% 的速
has
度
been
发展，
growing actually 20 to 30% per year.
每2天就会有一项新的专利。
Every 2
这些专利
days,
很快用于
Tsinghua
产
University
品的生
will
产
produce
和销售
one new patent. So
就
those
是
patents
清华同
will
方
be used
依托清华大学
will put in
以创
practice
新
very
推
quickly.
动企业发展的结果。目前，清华同方尽管只是成
Currently,
立了15年，
We
它的资
only
产
have a
已经达到 了
history of 15
100亿人民
years.
币，不
We
对
already
300亿人民币，
we already have
也就是说
the
30
capital
亿
of
英镑，大概是
300
这么一个水平。
million
清华同方
RMB.
在中国企业500强里边，已经进入了中国企业的
We
500
are
强。
already entered into the
那我想
leading
这些都
table
是
of the
科技创新的结果。
500 strongest
现在的问题是，
companies in China.
我们清华同方的发展要走向国际化。
Company next step
我们所
would
依
go
托的可
international.
能不仅仅是清华大学，
One
可能
our
会
partners
给
not just
西
limited to
方发达
Tsinghua
国家例如
Tsinghua
英国
University, for example.
会有
We
更
can
多方面的
enter
合
new
作。
cooperation
我们也
with
会把
those
英国的一
companies
些机构
and
和大学
counterparts in
作
the
为我们
UK.
的虚拟研究院，我
We
们一块来进行应用的创
we
新，
can further our
一块利用我
immutation
们的成果来
college,
推动世界和中国经济的发展，
and we would
来改善世界
use
人民
our
的生活水平。
technology
同
to
时，
further the
我
world
们
economic
和英
development,
国的合
to
作方
improve
也能得到
people's
巨大的经济利
quality
益。
of life.
这就是我们这次来的目的。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much.